What's good, everybody? It's your boy Brees, and you're now tuned in to the hottest platform for all the hottest upcoming entrepreneurs, creatives, business professionals, all types of talents around New York City and around the world. Right. So today we got one of Raw Connections on Miss Stanberry,
Miss
because
Stanberry.
she doesn't want me to call her real name. And we're gonna have a conversation just based off of the same things that she spoke about Royal Connections. So for those of y'all that actually didn't pull up the Royal Connections, that's your fault for not coming.
Pull up.
But if you pulled up, you know who this is already, and we just could go based off of that. So how you doing today, Tara? Oh, damn, it's
It's
Stanbury.
okay. You can call me Tara. I'm doing great. You're
hmm
looking great today. It's a nice day out.
Nah, I'm bumming it
I'm really
today.
excited to be here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm bumming it today. I ain't gonna lie. I came right out the barber's chair. I was in sweats. Like I had to change. I changed my. I put my hoodie on top. I was wearing a sweatshirt. Like
No, you.
everybody that came in wore something nice. Boone came in dressed up. Meeks had the chain. She had her Brooklyn Balance jacket on. I'm just like, damn, bro. I'm in
Aw.
sweats. You came with the sundress, the Gucci slides. Like, come on now. I'm here. I'm slacking. I'm doing bad.
Aw.
Audience, don't kill me in the comments, please. But I'm doing great though. I'm blessed. I feel good today. Other than that, yeah, everything is going smoothly. What about yourself?
I'm great. Life's good.
hmm Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
not perfect, but it's good.
yeah. So as I mentioned before, just a short backstory. I met Tara at Aurora Connections, and just like that, we've just had this episode scheduled in for a minute. So how would you feel about Aurora Connections
I
in
love
terms
it.
of coming into Aurora Connections, what your expectations were to the actual event itself, and then like just I guess your reaction after leaving the
I
event. Like, what
actually
was that?
love it. It's a great event. It definitely introduce different entrepreneurs from different walks of life.
hmm
So I definitely think it's a good thing. Well, actually, it's a great thing for upcoming entrepreneurs like myself and others. And my first time speaking at the Royal Connection, I was a little bit scared because it was my first public speaking. But however, I think I got the job done for the most part. But I definitely want to return and improve my public speaking skills.
Yeah, well, it's 420 today. Road Connections is next Sunday, so by all means, pull up. For a
Definitely, I
fact.
will.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. You mentioned too that's your first public speaker event. It's like even for me with this podcast, the beginning, it's like I was actually thinking about this on the way, and I was like, the way I kind of evolved as a podcaster is funny because I speak so fluidly now, but before I used to stutter. I used to be hesitant
Yeah.
to even ask certain questions, and I would also overthink a lot, and I would always have a lot of fillers. I would say stuff like
Oh yes.
like I would like that's another one.
Yeah,
I
the
would
words just
always
not
do those
flowing
things.
properly,
Now
right?
it's like it's becoming more natural. So I feel like as soon as you get those reps in,
Yes,
it's just effortless. It is what it is. They're saying real you, authentic,
definitely.
and that's how it goes.
So true.
Yeah. So for those that didn't know, you're at Road Connection as a host, and you were speaking about
Prince.
no. I mean like the topic.
Oh, the topic. Okay. So the topic I spoke about was if you have like a seven
Try to
plus
just
credit
bring the
score,
mic up. Yeah.
if you have a 7+ credit score, it doesn't mean that you're going to get approved for that loan. The reason why I think consumers are focusing on billing their credit score, which is the points increase, rather than actual billing their credit profile. Your credit profile is what's going to get you approved for that mortgage, that loan, whatever you're applying for that involves credit. Your credit profile is what the lenders look at. Remember, what we're seeing on our FICO score is not what the lenders are looking at. It's a whole different viewing. So focus on building your credit profile by not only removing all the negative items, but also having four positive accounts on your credit profile. That's two credit cards and one short-term installment and one long-term installment. A
Mm.
short-term installment can be like a firm buy now, pay later, and a long-term installment can be your student loan, your car note, and if you're fortunate, your mortgage.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. So just to backtrack just a little bit, so for those that are understanding, you're into credit, you're a credit specialist, you're into the credit industry. Do you also do like business funding or no?
Yes, I
Okay.
just recently add business funding to my portfolio. So we definitely offer business funding. Just tap in with me, follow me on Instagram, and email me for any inquiries about business funding.
So what got you into all of that?
What got me into credit score? I actually started as a credit agent, meaning I was
Mm-hmm.
referring people to this company. The name of the company was Financial Educational Service. I got into it that way by another female, a friend of mine that introduced me to it. So I was doing that for like a year. I really enjoy it. I really love seeing the results. I love hearing and receiving the feedback of the referrals that I refer to the company. And in December 2020, when we had all that pandemic lockdown thing, I decided to open my own credit repair business with a lot of procrastination, with a lot of, oh, can I do this by myself? I decided to go ahead and take the leap of faith and just go ahead and open it. And I filed my LLC, and it's just been up from there.
Mm-hmm. So how would you say like the reception's been? Like how did you like the journey so far? If you could just
The
speak on the
journey
experience.
it's not a smooth road. I wouldn't say it's definitely rewarding, but not like a smooth road because credit is not something that's smooth because you can have a perfect credit score this month and by next month it's gone down to like fair. So I definitely love what I do. I do what I live it. I actually live credit repair. I breathe it, I live it. So I
Mm-hmm.
love what I do. So when you love what you do, it don't seem like you're working. It just seems like you're doing your hobby, but it's really working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So would you say? So you, I guess you would say everything's been positive. So
No, it
okay.
hasn't been positive because, I don't have control over the bureaus and what they're going to reply to my clients. And some
Mm.
reply, obviously, is not going to be something that you want to hear. So it hasn't always been positive. I had clients that didn't like what the bureaus were saying, but that's not the end of the road. You have to just continue going because the aim of the bureaus is to basically distract you or discourage you from disputing because they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to fix whatever is on your credit report.
Oh wow. So I guess people. So do people go to the extremes of even like trying to sue the credit bureaus or anything?
Yes, you can definitely sue the credit bureaus. The
Mm.
credit bureaus has had countless class action lawsuits,
Okay.
not only from the federal government, but from consumers as myself and you, right? So if you have a name that's not meant to be on your credit report, like a whole different government name, that is grounds to sue the credit bureaus. If you have anything that you know that's not of you, if you have an account that's reporting that is your account, but you know you didn't open this account, you don't know where this account came from, that's definitely grounds to sue the credit bureaus.
Good, yeah, and it's interesting too because I feel like credit is one of those topics in 2023, 2024, where it's like it's becoming repetitive. Like everybody's starting to look at credit like it's like the forex era, the life insurance era, and as you probably heard just on that last episode with Boone, I was saying like with these all these financial industries, people tend to always look at them with negative connotations because of like multi-level marketing and all these different businesses that get tied to it and whatnot. Like I said, I feel like credit is becoming like the new one here, where it's like people, and it's funny too because I also have previous like credit specialist guests as well. I tell them the same thing. I feel like people kind of look at it like it's a repetitive thing. Oh, people come and talk about credit and they talk about the same things. In your case, you actually just told me something different, so I commend you for that for sure, definitely.
Thank you.
But do you feel like the I guess the credit specialist industry is becoming like saturated in a way?
Um, I can't really say yes and I can't say no
Mhm.
because this is a business that you are continually learning. You don't just know something this month and next month, oh, I know it. I'm not going to learn anymore. You have to continue, refresh your mind, refresh your memory, just keep finding new information because credit is so like I don't know how to explain, but it's not a straightforward
Mhm.
road. It's like you need to be
Mhm.
educated on the current news of credit, what factors are negative against your credit report, or just overall statistic of credit reports.
Yeah, because I would definitely say too, just with a lot of people, social media, not just even with actual credit special, but even like the podcasters in this industry of business podcasting. I feel like what separates like what's cooking from a lot of I said pages, a lot of platforms is the fact that we'll talk to the credit specialist and then we'll talk to the barber and then we'll talk to the fashion designer. A lot of people they just talk to credit, tax, and that's it. It's just repetitive. And then that's the thing too. The quality of people they're bringing, they just bring anybody who looks like they got money. So it's like it's a lot of people that okay, even if they do have the money, it's just like they don't really have the knowledge. I feel like knowledge is power. Knowledge is key to the fact that you should be able to speak about what you do and not just give us a little bit and then try to be like, oh, for more information, buy our course,
Oh
right?
Lord.
And I feel like that's what it is with a lot of people
Yeah.
in this industry of the business podcasting, where it's like they want to bring up a bunch of credit specialists who, again, they sound like robots, right? They're
Oh
bringing the
Lord.
same information, and then on top of it too, they also want to how would I say?
Want you to buy the course.
Well, by their course, but I'm saying from the host perspective,
Okay.
they want to go and regurgitate the same stuff that they hear themselves. Like I'm not even trying to throw shade at anybody because people could think I'm throwing shade at somebody, but there's a couple people I see on Instagram where it's like they tell me the same stuff I found myself on Google. They tell me
Oh
the same stuff that I heard somebody say at like Road Connections per se, right?
yes.
And it's just like, bro, like don't try to act like this is your own information, right?
No, it's
You
not.
sound like a tape recording. And, again, I commend you because you actually just told you actually just told me something new, right? And it's like a lot of people can't say that for themselves, and I feel like that's why it gets a bad connotation because one, it's like okay, I understand there actually are some marketing businesses that come behind these industries,
Mhm.
but two, people don't actually sound genuine. They don't actually sound like they know what they're talking about. They just sound like they're trying to sell you something, a course, a MLM program, or just their services in general. And of course, I respect it because, of course, respect the hustle, but
You
there's no real authenticity to it, you know?
actually have to care about your clients. It's not all about the money. It's not about how many clients you can get per month. You actually have to care about your clients' finances because this is definitely going to affect their finances if you if you
Hmm.
mess up on their repairing their credit. So,
I'll be right at your door.
oh my God. So you have to treat your clients right and they'll do the marketing for you
Of
because if
course.
you fix your client's report and they they get the results that they desire, they're gonna tell that person, "Oh, she did that for me," and then that person's gonna come and then tell the other person. So if you treat your clients right, I believe that they will do the marketing for you as well as you do the marketing for yourself.
Right. Yeah. So, one question I would ask too, I guess it's a little personal, but
Oh Lord.
no, it's not bad. It's not bad. So, usually with credit specialists, is I guess, well, in business in general, right? Finance. It's funny enough too, right? So, I actually took business writing in college, and my professor said, he would always say this, right? He would always make it like a sex thing, right?
Oh.
He would say, "Listen, girls don't often do business, but girls are the ones that take over the industry because the girls just want it more than the guys. The guys, it's like it's 20 guys in this classroom and 6 girls, but them 6 girls are gonna outwork y'all every time. So for you personally, I do see a lot of credit specialists are guys. So how does it feel being like a woman in this space?
It's definitely a male dominated business, but also you have males that would definitely like mentor you and like put you on in a sense.
Hmm.
So it is competitive business with
But are they trying to put you on, or they just try to get your number? Ah, the
no.
spicy questions, right?
No. I no the males that I know in this industry, they already have their person, their partner and stuff like that.
Hmm.
We're just it's just business
See,
related.
black men don't cheat.
No, I don't know. They don't cheat with me. I don't know who they're cheating with, but
No, we just
no.
don't.
So it's definitely a male dominated business, but as long as you know what you're doing and you educate yourself, as I said, you have to continue learning in this industry because it's
Hmm.
not just a straightforward industry. And you have support of other persons that have been there before you've done that, then I believe you'll be okay.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting too because, like I said, a lot of people, like a lot of these industries, especially when it comes to business, they're predominantly um, men populated, and I feel like women tend to be intimidated, or sometimes women have like this ego thing where they just, well, not women like I'm not, like I don't want to sound sexist. Basically, is what I'm saying. But I feel like women in the industry is like when it's predominated by men, they'll either fall back and be shy about it, or they'll try to go out and do the most to try to show, hey, anything you could do, I could do better.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's something that's interesting to know because I'm sure there's probably some women out there that do credit as well, and either they feel discouraged or they feel empowered by the fact that they're probably one of the few women that they personally know, or maybe the only woman that they know that actually is doing what they're doing until, of course, they see this episode. Now they just met another person. I mean, another woman that's doing this. But
My advice would be for females that are trying to get into this credit repair
mhm,
business, already in this credit repair business, is don't feel discouraged because no one can do your work like you. It doesn't matter if there are several ways on how to repair credit. No one can repair credit like you, do it
mhm.
like how you're going to do it. So you have to be unique. You have to have unique strategies and just learn. I mean, meet other credit repair persons, but not only credit repair persons, also meet realtors, loan officers is actually my
Mhm.
favorite. I want to have lots of loan officer
Getting too
entrepreneur
comfortable.
friends. So yeah, just meet other people around the industry, not just credit only.
And I actually like that you point that out because it makes sense, right? I feel like sometimes you can have that pairing too, where it's like, okay, I might bring you somebody, let's say with cars, right, or homes.
Yeah.
I could bring you somebody who wants to buy a car or buy a house,
Mm-hmm.
and they could what's the word? I guess they could just be interested. I'm not saying they're probably dedicated to buying right, on the spot, but
Yeah.
of course you gotta run their numbers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe their credit score is down. How they get it up so they could get that house, or how they get that car,
Okay.
bring it to you, or maybe they bring their own customer and then they say, hey, this person could use a little credit repair. Now they bring it to you. You know,
So first,
I feel like it's a hand in hand type of thing. It's a handshake type of thing.
like referral, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
for both
definitely do
sides.
referral for credit, especially funding. When you refer someone to my company for funding, you definitely get incentive when that person get approved for that loan. So it's a win-win to me
Mhm.
because everyone's gonna get something in a sense from that
Well, not just
approval.
for the loan, but I'm just saying like just like let's say from a salesperson to another salesperson. I feel like it's a fair handshake as opposed to like a person referring to the salesperson, if that makes sense. So
Mm.
I'm saying is like if, for example, if I said, okay, like Ross needs help with his credit, I bring
Mm-hmm.
Ross to you. You say, okay, Fabrice, I'll give you an incentive for it. That's that. But I feel like if I'm a realtor and I say, hey, Ross wants to buy this house, but he needs to fix his credit, I feel like there's a nice handshake
Yes,
agreement there.
definitely, definitely. That is
Hmm.
definitely goes hand in hand and combined together. To be honest,
Yeah.
because the person gonna get their credit fixed, the credit repair company is gonna get paid, and they're able to move forward of buying that house where the realtor benefit from that also. So
Hmm.
definitely, yeah,
Yeah, because I feel like that's one thing with a lot of service based businesses. That's what they lack. They lack the understanding of, hey, I could work with this person and make my life easier, as opposed to I'm just gonna work by myself, I should say. So in some cases, let's say photographers, right?
yeah,
Now I understand like not every photographer is a videographer,
yes,
but photographers, like everybody in certain industries and in certain niches, they link up together.
hmm
So it's like, what if I'm a photographer and I'm taking pictures for somebody that also wants to do, like, let's say an artist. I'm
hmm
taking pictures for artists that also wants to do music videos. What if I knew a videographer that could do his music video and probably give me a little 10, 20% of whatever it is
yeah.
because I referred him? But people don't think like that.
No,
People think, okay, well, at least I just took the pictures for him. He could go find his own videographer,
no, they don't. You
especially
have
in New York.
to you have to definitely come like collaborate
Hmm.
with other entrepreneurs. That's how you're going to share knowledge. That's how you're going to expand your own business and also expand the other person's business. I would definitely love to meet a group of females where we can meet once a month and share our knowledge and expand each other.
Hmm.
But it's very hard to find because everyone's in competition with
That's
everyone,
true.
and it's definitely collaboration over
Listen, I
competition.
see it with this podcast. There's been people that told me the same thing, where they tell me collaboration over competition. It's like I hit them up for collabs and they never want to even do it. They try to push it on the
Yeah.
back burner or whatever, but then it's like they try to hit up people that's been on this platform,
Oh
and say, "Hey,
wow.
can you come to this show?" And I'm just like, that's fake as hell.
Yeah,
You know, like
that's funny. That's
kind of just
really
leaving people behind and whatnot. But no, I
yeah,
mean, but that's the thing though. That's in those cases, those are where you have to make those real connections. No pun intended,
definitely.
because again, you never know where those relationships are gonna come in. And I feel like credit, as annoying as it was for me in the beginning, because I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those people that used to be mad annoyed. I'm like, yo, these credit people sounding
Oh my
worse
god.
than the forex people, and I was one of them forex people. But I'm starting to understand it as time goes by, like the
Yeah,
significance of it, and
it's
not
very
just the
important.
significance, but also too the opportunity that comes out of it.
Yes.
Because people come to me with this plan and whatnot. Like even one of my friends, he told me, people been coming to him just off of the episode we did, and he was saying he wants to compensate me just for the fact that I even helped him get
That's
those clients.
awesome.
So that's why I had to understand. Okay, like it's deeper than just you know
Yeah,
making a sale. You're building
definitely.
relationships, you're building bonds, and then even from my perspective, you're now I'm building that relationship as well with the actual, I guess you could say, vendors, like salesperson, whatever,
Yeah.
as opposed to just me making connection with that person that just was looking for help.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a triangle here where we're all forming a friendship out of it,
That's cool.
And one thing I always would always look at, I never actually like preached it, but it's like it started to hit me more as I got older.
Hmm.
Um, in high school, I remember freshman orientation, the dean was saying, you'd be surprised, but some of the guys that you're sitting next to might be the godfather of your parents.
Uh,
I'm just sitting next to people. I'm like, I
yeah,
don't know
that
this.
point
I
wasn't
don't
thinking
know.
about that.
I don't know none of these people here. Like, I doubt 4 years from now when I graduate, we still gonna be friends. And it's just like a decade later, maybe even 2 decades later, we still the closest of friends.
Yeah.
We got this bond. It's the same thing with business. It's like you'll never know. It could be somebody you just did one transaction with. Even with this podcast for me, it's people that I think they just here for the episode and that's it. But they still stay in touch with me. We build friendships, relationships. We hang out on the weekend and whatnot. Me and Tara going to dinner after this. Now I'm joking, but still, like it could get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it could
definitely.
really, you could really build those bonds with people to where it becomes
Definitely.
something stronger and tighter, right? So I mean, I'm sure everybody wants to know like, what credit hack do you have for us? Because I feel like with these business podcasts, there's always a reel out there where somebody's teaching somebody something that they probably never heard before. So what do you have for us? You
I don't
you
want to
probably
sound
have
too uniform right
you definitely
now.
gave us something. You definitely gave me
I
something
was
that I'm a person to use. But if you had something off the top of your head that you feel like a lot of people don't know, what would you think that is?
I would say, right, like balance transfer. If you guys haven't heard about balance transfer, is when you transfer a smaller debt to a larger limit credit card. So that can help you just to like coordinate and
Mhm.
having to make payment to one credit card instead of two credit cards.
I guess it
So
lowers your utilization too.
and it lowers your utilization because the higher limit credit card has a like higher limit, so
Yeah,
utilization is not going to
it's a
be
smaller
max.
percentage. Yeah,
Yes. So
I didn't think
that's
about that.
my tip.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that too. It's funny too. I seen some people rambling about it. I didn't really pay too much attention, but people were saying too, like you're trying to say a credit score is a scam in itself because as soon as you pay something off, your credit score drops because you're technically not paying anything on paper.
No, the reason why it drops because you're not building your credit profile. Maybe that person has like a consider weak profile. Maybe they only have like two credit cards, no installment loan, nothing like to build their credit history. Because you definitely need, as I said earlier, you need a total of four accounts,
Mhm.
which is one long term, one short term. Short term is buy now, pay later. Student loan is long term. Car note is long term. Mortgage is long term. And your actually credit cards are a lifetime. So you're
Mhm.
always gonna have your credit cards as long as you keep the balance down and you pay it back. You're always gonna have that credit card open. So you're supposed to have four accounts, two credit cards and two other long term and short term. So maybe that person had a weak credit profile, and when maybe that loan they had is only for like 6 months. That's not going to be effective because it takes FICO 6 months to basically build your credit profile. You're a new person in this credit world. You never applied for a credit card in your entire life. When you apply for that credit card, it takes
Mhm.
FICO 8 or FICO to build your credit score. It takes 6 months for them to actually report that you're part of this credit world. So maybe they had a weak profile and they had a short-term installment.
Yeah, so I actually just created a new question for myself personally. So I understand there's all these different bureaus. So like, what would you say are like the main ones? Because I hear Experian, I hear Credit
The two
Karma.
main one is Experian and TransUnion because a lot of lenders use those and a lot of credit card company use those too.
Okay.
But if you notice when you check your credit,
They generate different scores
yes,
sometimes, right?
because
How is that?
they all generate at different times. They take other credit repair agent would say it takes 30 days. I would say it takes 38 days to report, and they all report at different times because
Because they're not looking at the posting day, right?
no, they're not. They're looking at statement due date.
Statement, okay.
So whenever you have like, say you have a Bank of America credit card, that is reporting to TransUnion. That doesn't report the same time that your Capital One is reporting to Experian. So it all report at different times. You're always going to have inconsistency with the bureaus, with your credit score, that is.
Yeah, I mean, at least for me, it's like I feel like all my bills that I put on my credit card per se, they have. I mean, they're fixed rates, right? And they're of course even the dates are fixed too. So I feel like, I guess, like just from a consistent standpoint, I guess all the different bureaus are looking at it at the same time each month.
No, they don't look at the same time.
No, I don't mean like they're all looking at the
okay,
same
okay.
date. I'm saying like, you know, if a TransUnion is looking at my stuff on the 15th and Experience look at my stuff on the 18th.
Bear in mind, your credit cards probably some credit card companies don't report to all three bureaus. They only choose to report to one. So you gotta find out which one they're reporting to.
Okay.
And keep that utilization below 10%. But you can start off with a snowball method. That's paying off. That's paying off the.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's paying off the highest interest rate first, or you can pay off the high limit credit card first, which is the avalanche method.
Okay. No, but I'm saying though, I just feel like, okay, like let's say if this bureau is looking at my stuff every 15th, this one's looking at my stuff every 18th.
Yeah.
I try to keep it there. Like, you know, like I was like, I know my bills are coming on this specific date. I know it's gonna be for X amount. It's fixed rates all around. So it's not really variable. So it's like I know, okay, if I could pay this off before this date, I know, okay, I should be in good standing with this bureau versus that one. Or maybe I'm in good standing with all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, my score would be a reflection of that. And I feel like I do got a pretty good score. So, you know, I'm over the 720. So hey.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So cheers to me, right? Cheers to me. But yeah, no, I mean that should be good though. That's a good factor, right?
And also make sure you have that for positive account. Not only just don't focus on just building your credit score, but focus on building your credit profile. That means having all those good standing accounts reporting to the bureaus. And if you don't, then if you don't have such a great credit score or you just open your first credit card, you can always use a third-party site such as Kickoff and Self to buy this digital product and pay whatever payment per month, and they're reported to all bureaus. And also Innovis is also unknown bureau also. So Innovis have all the data and all the consumers. They have everything. You can pull it for free. They can send you your data for free. You can go online and fill out the form. But they're unknown bureau too, that some of these third party like Kickoff, they have one called Cavo, or I can't remember the exact name, but it's Cavo. They report to Innovis too, as well as the other three bureaus. So Innovis is coming.
But I feel like that's probably tough to maintain though, like having multiple accounts, because like even for me, that's the thing. Well, for one, I know when you open a new account, you get that hard inquiry, correct, or no?
It depends. If you enter your full social security number, that's a hard inquiry. If you only enter the last 4, that's a soft pull.
Okay. But yeah, but still too, it's just like it's a lot to maintain.
Soft pull is not really crazy.
I'm just saying, like as a spender though, it's just like I don't even know what my balance is on this card right now. I don't know what my max is.
Track it on the app.
But that's the thing. That's that might be 4 different apps, or it could be 4 on one.
There's
but
still,
it's
people
just
have like 20 credit cards.
I know, and I listen. I take my hat off to them. I don't know how they do it, because it's like again,
tracking
that's 4 different apps I gotta check out.
It's a lot to manage. You need a mini manager for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. 20 is insane. Like I said, I don't even know if I could do 4, but hey. I mean, because
No,
the first
you need four, but not just two credit cards,
yeah, because
a car loan and
mhm.
a student loan, or that afterpay, like a firm and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because the first person I tapped in was one of my friend's links. He told me like he has 4. He has one for bills, one for like groceries, just regular
Yeah,
expenses, one for like you said the loans, and then he has another one. I don't remember what he said it was for, but that's 4 right there. That shows that the number 4 is significant here.
hmm
But yeah, I just used to think about. I'm just like, why don't you just put it all on one? But as
because you
you're
get
telling me,
different points. They have
that's what. Yeah.
different points, different rewards. Some
Hmm.
some have great rewards,
Yeah,
some
people.
doesn't.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, but people do emphasize that too. Like they emphasize it, like, oh, if you like to travel, go for this card. If you want
Yes.
your cash back,
Like
go
the
for this
Amex
card.
Platinum is for travel. Amex Platinum is for travel, but people glorify it because, it's platinum.
Yeah, I feel
But
like everybody loves the Amex
it's
cards.
really not it's really not useful unless you're in the airport a lot. Like you're traveling every month or two times per month. So that's really good. But also when you get the Amex Platinum, get the gold also because that is for dining. That is for just regular grocery shopping and
Hmm.
essentials. So get both of them together, the Amex Platinum and the gold.
Hmm. Yeah, because I see that too. Even just with companies, like I do see the Amex card gets flexed. Even with my company personally, or the company I work for, like I do see because people do travel a lot, they have Amex
Yeah.
cards. So it's like that
But you
makes
get the
sense.
lounge. That's why I think people go for the platinum because you get access to the lounges
The
at the
lounge, right?
airport.
Hmm.
But it's really just glorified and overhyped in my
Yeah,
opinion.
because people just want the amenities. It's just like, because that's the thing, right? People want the amenities when it comes to their credit card, but people don't even want the amenities with their housing. It's like there's
And
people
those
that,
annual fee is no joke. It's like
uh-huh.
650 or 700.
I mean, sheesh. If they could pay, they could pay it. If they can't, they
Yeah.
can't. But it's just like for me, it's just funny because I see people, like I said, they want the amenities when it comes to their flights and stuff, but they don't even want the amenities in like they're just regular apartments, stuff
Oh
like that. Because
no.
it's like there's people that will pay top dollar for, like you said, the lounge access, but they don't. But it's like if they have like a $500 difference in their rent when it comes to like having like I guess what a gym in their building or laundry in their apartment. It's like yeah, no, I'm fine with
No,
that.
where I live, I have to feel the uttermost comfort.
Hmm.
My bedroom has to feel like a hotel because that's just me. I just have to have that comfort at home, not just abroad, but at
Hmm.
home also.
Yeah, because your home is always gonna be the safest
Yeah,
place.
that's where I spend most of my time.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what would you say if there was anything that you had to say out there for like a lot of upcoming credit specialists or people that's just thinking about it? What I guess word of advice you would give them?
I would say stay focused. Definitely stay focused on your goal. Have a plan. Don't just jump in this business and feel like, oh, I'm gonna make it big. No, you have a plan. Have a 2 day. I'm joking. Have a 5 year plan. Have a 1 year plan, but have a plan of what you're gonna do and market, 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 market.
Hmm. So, if I actually have a question for you. So for you, you say you started as a credit agent,
Yes.
became the credit specialist, right?
Uh huh.
So, I mean, I guess it probably tied into what you just said, but if you could go back in time and tell your younger yourself, or just advise your younger self as to, I don't know, what works, what doesn't work, stuff like that, or just any advice you would give your younger self, what would it be?
One thing I would definitely say to my younger self starting this in the industry is stay consistent.
Hmm.
Stay consistent because at one point I wasn't consistent. I got discouraged and I just kind of just left it, left the
Hmm.
business floating and just didn't really pay much attention or invest much in my business. And then I was like, what am I doing? And I snap out of that state and I get on my,
Hmm.
my thing and do whatever I need to do to benefit my business. But it's definitely stay consistent because it does get discouraging when you feel like, you know, Jane Doe is doing this and you're not doing it. You can't really watch what other people are doing. You can be inspired from what they're doing, but don't let that discourage you from going out and do your own thing
Hmm.
because you have to be unique. This is a unique business. Yes, we all have that main goal or that main title of being a credit repair agent, but it's a unique strategy in how to get these items off individuals or consumers' credit report.
Right. And I like that too that you highlighted not watching the next person because people be so stuck in watching the next person they don't realize what they bring to the table themselves. And even just for example, the smallest things such as YouTube, right? Everybody wants to be a content creator, but everybody's doing the same content, right? Everybody's doing the same type of videos, stuff like that. And one of my little bros that I really watched this kid grow.
Yeah.
He's becoming he's on a fast rise with YouTube right now. He's becoming a big content creator, and he was saying like, it's cool that I do similar content to the next person, but it's about what I bring to the table. What's my flair,
Definitely.
right? And I feel like it's the same with credit. I feel like with credit specialists, even when I work with them on the podcast side, it's like I'm not looking to hear them tell me how to fix my credit. I'm looking to hear what they know that the last person didn't tell me.
Yes.
I'm looking for I like to
Something
compare
new.
it. Yeah, exactly. Like I like to watch the old episode and say, okay, check, 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 check marks here. I understand this part. Now let me compare it to the next episode. Did this person say the same thing? Did they say something different? Let me take those notes down. Now I have like a whole list of credit items to know about and advise people, especially for the younger generation coming up when they watch this podcast and whatnot.
Yeah, it will definitely encourage them.
Yeah. So you could let people know how they could get in contact with you, how they could do business with you.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram. That's just like the main platform for me. I'm also on TikTok. It's Tara Credit on TikTok. And on Instagram, it's Tara Credit Queen 2.0. And if you do follow me on there, you can send me a direct message or email, or my number is on the profile where you can contact me. And also click the link in the profile in my bio where you can find additional information on how to book a consultation with me, which is absolutely free, and also book a funding consultation. And my website is also in that link.
So why did 2.0? You got shadow banned? You did
Oh, the
something?
2.0. Okay, so
What
I was
happened
on
there?
Instagram prior, and when I told you when I earlier on when I said I wasn't consistent,
Hmm.
and I just kind of just left my business. I left my business, and my old Instagram got deleted. I had
So it's
crazy
the
amount of
revamp.
followers,
Okay.
and it got deleted, and that was Tara Stanberry Credit. That was Tara Credit Queen. So now I opened a new one with Tara Credit 2.0.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Listen, as long as you're not over here doing legal stuff, scamming
No,
people on the
2.0
internet.
is not, it's not nothing illegal. 2.0 is just
No,
like a
no, I'm
new
joking. I'm
version of
joking.
you.
Yeah.
Like it's new.
It's the revamp. Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect that. Because some people have 2.0 and it's because they were doing, all
No.
types of stuff on the internet, scamming people from different countries, robbing people.
Oh, I don't do I don't indulge. I don't promote. Not me.
As you
I
should.
stand for the
That's good.
truth, and yeah.
Yeah, amen to that. So as always, you know what to do. Show love to all of our guests out here. Let her know what's cooking sent y'all, because you might get a little discount on this service. So you never know. But
Click the link in the profile.
the link is gonna be right in the profile. It's gonna be in the description too. So yeah, definitely tap in with Tara, show love. If one of Tara's clients and you just came to us, send us some testimonies and whatnot.
Yeah,
We definitely be happy to share it. But also too, subscribe to us, follow us.
definitely.
Never know. You might find other topics out there. I like to tell people we're not just business in the sense of, like I said, credit, 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 tax, tax, tax. We talk about other stuff too.
Yes,
So you might find some other topics that you're interested in and you definitely want to tune into. Maybe you have your own business you want to come bring to this platform. So yeah, just like that. As
well, thank you for
always,
having me.
I'm your
It was
host.
fun.
It was definitely fun, especially road connections. Like I feel like me and you definitely had a good vibe that night.
Definitely.
I mean,
It was last
afternoon,
year when we met
whatever
each
it was,
other.
evening. No, it
Was
was it?
last year.
Technically, you're right. It was what, December,
No, it's November.
November. Okay, I
Yeah.
mean, but that's like what, 6 months? Because it's 420 today, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 5 6 months.
Yeah.
But
And
uh, yeah,
we reunited again.
of course, and it's not gonna be the last time for sure.
No, no.
Definitely, yeah. So as always, like I said, show love to all the guests. Show love to us if you're new. Subscribe, share, put on the next person, and just like that. See y'all next time. We out.